Kalinga video. Video starts at the 5-second mark. This is my new buck knife. I just picked it up on an online auction and thought I'd like to share it with you. It's a Buck Kalinga, and it's a vintage knife. It's in pretty good condition. It's been carried. Originally I bought it because I thought it was one of the first generations with the wood handle. Turns out it's not quite that old. Originally they would have come with a micarta handle. This has the rosewood laminated birch handle. On the auction, the pictures were horrendous and it was covered with dirt. So I didn't see that date code mark right there behind the USA. That indicates a manufacture date of about 1994. So it's a vintage knife. It's just not as vintage as I'd hoped it would be. But I got a good deal on it. It's about half the price of what they go for on eBay. Never a knife I thought I would own, but it was such a good deal I had to buy it. It's a big knife. It's just under 11 inches long. The blade is about 4 3/4, and it weighs a little over 11 ounces. But it feels really good in your hand. The thick handle fits my hand really well. Would make a great camp cook knife, which is probably what I'll use it for. It's legal for me to carry in my state, but a lot of the municipalities around me have restrictions on the fixed blades that you're allowed to carry, so it's not worth the hassle. Plus, it's kind of a flashy knife. It just shouts, hey, that guy's got a knife. Not like if you're carrying a 110 or something. I remember seeing the ads for this in magazines when I was a kid and was struck by how exotic it looked. It was quite a departure for the fixed blades of the day. Again, never a knife I thought I would own, but a really high quality knife. I'm surprised how much I like it. It's definitely a keeper. It's in really good shape. Handle's tight, no delamination. Minor nicks on the blade that would come out with some polishing. Tip's in good shape. Sheath is in good condition. Sheath has some wear. You can tell it was worn. It's got a couple places down at the bottom where it was damaged from chairs and just knocking around. At some point, someone actually punched a hole to put that piece of twine through it. Not sure why. It's not any sort of repair. But that's the joy of owning a vintage knife. You get to read the history. You don't get to know it. All in all, kind of an interesting knife. I may send it in to Buck to have it sharpened and have them do a spa treatment on it. It's not that expensive. Just to see how that brass would turn out and what the handle would look like when it came back. It doesn't need it, but I'm curious, so I may do that. If I do that, I'll make another video. Anyway, that's my new Buck Kalinga. Not something you see every day. Thought you might enjoy taking a look at it. All in all, kind of a nice knife. Definitely a keeper. Thanks a lot.